Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Kobe and this is SkyTech Digital. Now let's say you have a blog like this, okay? You have a blog page like this, and then you want to turn it and then customize it and make it something nice and unique like this one over here. Okay, now this is a video where I'll show you how you can be able to customize your blog pages or create a page and make it customize it and make it your blog page. Okay, now we're going to use some few plugins to be able to make this thing work properly. Okay, so if you're interested in creating your own customized blog page so that it will be nice and then it wouldn't be boring as this one over here, then I'm sure this video is purposely for you. So stick around, don't go anywhere, and then let's jump into the video. Okay guys, so I have a website that I don't really have any blog page on it. Okay, so to be able to have your own, to set a page for as a blog page. Now WordPress have their own default web page, blog page that you cannot even edit. Okay, so to be even able to start getting a page, you call it a blog page, you have to create that page. Okay, so to do that, we're going to go towards pages over here, and then we click on add new over here. So we're going to create two pages. Okay guys, so I have a website that I don't really have any blog page on it. Okay, so to be able to have your own, to set a page for as a blog page. Now WordPress have their own default web page, blog page that you cannot even edit. Okay, so to be even able to start getting a page, you call it a blog page, you have to create that page. Okay, so to do that, we're going to go towards pages over here, and then we click on add new over here. So we're going to create two pages. One is the default blog page, and the other one we will customize it and make it with our own. Okay, so what we are going to do is the first one, we're going to call it blog post. Okay, so we're going to call it blog post. So it means that this is the place where we're going to put all our blog posts at. Okay, that is going to be our default WordPress blog post. Okay, now I name it like this because I don't want people to guess it rightly all the time and then they'll go to the default page, and that is why I name it like this. So I'm going to just publish it just like this one. You can name it anyhow you want it. Okay, maybe media or whatever it is that you want, and then I'll go straight to settings over here. Okay, now I'll go to reading, and then I'm going to set this page as my blog post. Okay, so as you can see under home page over here, we set the home as our home page. Under post page over here, we want to set the blog post to be our blog page. Okay, so I set it over here as blog post. It means that that is where I keep all my post. Okay, so I'm going to set this one as my blog page, and then I will just save the changes. Now I have my blog page set up. Now if I go to pages over here, and I go to all pages, and then I go and check the page, where is it, the blog post. Okay, this one over here, you see it says it is the post page. Okay, now I can go ahead and then and then edit it. I can go ahead and view it, and as you can see, this is my my page for my blog. Okay, so this is what I have over here. Okay, so this is the page and this is what I have. Now the amazing thing is this page over here cannot be editable. So if you go back over here and then you try to edit it, okay, it will give you a notice that this is the blog page, and then you cannot edit it, blah blah blah, those kind of things. Let's take a look at how it looks like. Okay guys, so as you can see over here, it says you are currently editing the page that shows your latest post. Now we cannot use Elementor to customize it the way we want it. Okay, and there is nothing you can do on this page. Okay, unless maybe you have a theme that a team helps you to customize it, but aside that, you can't do nothing about this. Okay, so it becomes a blank page with no customization, and then you're gonna get just like this one over here. Okay, so all your posts are going to be with the default WordPress customization over here, or customize default WordPress page over here, and that is how you're going to you're going to get, unless maybe you use the theme customizer settings to customize it. But if you want to customize it and make it very nice like this one over here, add your own things and other stuff to it, then I think you have to follow along what I'm going to do. Okay, and that is exactly what I'm going to show you. Now, to do that, what we need is we need to make sure that we have 2 plugins installed. Okay, so the first thing is make sure that you have Elementor installed. Okay, so we're going to go to hover on plugins over here, and then we're going to go and then go to add new over here. Okay, so first of all, I've already installed Elementor, and then I'm going to also I've already also installed Royal Elementor add-ons. These are the 2 plugins that we're going to use. So to install it, just click on add new over here, and then go straight to the plugins directory of WordPress, and then search for Elementor. Okay, so for those of you who don't know what Elementor is, it is a drag and drop page builder, and it's a website builder. It helps you to build your website from scratch without coding. Okay, so this is what we are talking about, Elementor website builder, this one over here. Okay, so as you can see, it have over 5 million plus active installation. Install it, and then after that, make sure that you install this other plugin, which is Royal Elementor add-ons. Okay, make sure that you install this one. Okay, it is also very good plugin with so many add-ons for Elementor, especially for those of us who are using the free Elementor plugin. So install this one, and then and this one also, and then you can continue following the tutorial over here. So after you install these 2 plugins, now come to pages over here, and then click on add new page. Okay, now we're going to create another page, and then we call that page blog. Okay, that's it's going to be our blog page. Okay, so I'm going to I don't know why my internet is very slow today, but just go to pages over here and then click on add new. Okay, so now that we are over here, we're going to name this page as as blog. Okay, so just title it blog. Okay, so I'm just call it blog, and then what you're going to do is just click on publish over here to publish your page. Okay, so click on publish, and then publish your page. Now after we publish the page, now we're going to edit the page with Elementor. Now of course, we're going to make our page look exactly like what we have over here. Okay, very nice, neatly design over here. So we're going to use Elementor to design our page. So just click on this blue button over here which says edit with Elementor. So click on it. Okay, so this page will open for you, and that is the Elementor page builder over here. Okay, so as you can see, we have the element or the widget over here. Okay, all the the various elements with widgets over here. Okay, that you can just drag and drop over here, and then this is the space there where you design. Okay, so what we're going to do is first of all, we're going to click on this plus button over here, and then we are just going to use this one single structure over here. Okay, so one column structure over here. We're going to use this one, and then I'm going to give the height of a minimum height of 400. Okay, 400 over here. Now I'll go to style over here, and then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use the gradient background type over here, and then I'm going to copy this color. Okay, so I'm going to copy this one, and then come over here and then paste it over here. Okay, so meaning that I'm going to use 2 colors. Okay, so now over here I'm just going to reduce this one a little bit. Okay, so just give it a little bit of a darker color, white darker color. Okay, which is quite okay. So I think this one is quite okay. Now after doing so, what I'm going to do is I'm going to scroll up, and then you see this one which says particles Royal add-ons. Okay, so this comes with the installation of the Royal Elementor add-on. So if you don't install it, you're not going to get this one over here. Now I'm going to enable the particles. Okay, so when I enable, this is what I'm going to get. Now of course, you can go ahead and then change the colors and edit the code the way you want it. Okay, so if you want to change the the color, the density, the value, everything. You can what, you can go ahead and then play around it, but I'm not going to touch anything. I'm just going to leave it the way it is, because I just want it to be just like this one. Now I'm going to write digital library over here, okay, and then I'll write some text and then give some what, some I'll use some line over here, and that is what I'm going to do. So now I'll click on this plus icon, and then I'm going to drag in a heading widget over here. Okay, so as you can see, this is the heading. I'm going to just drag in this heading widget over here, and then I'm going to type in this one and then say what, blog. So digital library what, blog, and I'm going to position it towards center over here, and then I'll come to style, and then style it the way I want it. So I'm going to change the color to white. I'm going to change the color to white, and then I'll come to a typography over here, and then play around with the typography. Choose a very nice typography which will be attractive to my users. Okay, so I will select the font family type which I think it will be what will be good for my users. Okay, and that is exactly what I'm going to do. So I'll scroll down a little bit and then use the Rochester font. Okay, so I'm going to use this Rochester font, and then I'll reduce this one to either 400 or 500, which any one is good for. So I think 500 is okay, and then I give this one the size 55, okay, which will be a little bit bigger. Okay, so this one is quite okay. Everything is looking nice. Now I'm going to go to click on this 9 dots over here, and then I'm going to drag in a divider. Okay, so divider widget over here. Okay, so as you can see, I'm dragging in the divider widget, and this is what the divider widget over here. Now what I'm going to do is I want all the text to be just around this place. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this edit column section over here. That is a 6 dots over here. Okay, and then I'll go to the layout over here, and then I'm going to change the width of the layout to be what, to be let's say 600. Okay, so I'm going to change it to be a 600. So as you can see, it means that everything that I do will be just around this place. Okay, now I'm going to go to style the divider. So I'm going over here, and then I'll make the divider to be what, 30%, and then I'll position it to in the middle like this, and then I'm going to go to style to style it anyhow I want it. So I'm going to give it a color of white. Okay, so I'm going to give it white, and then you can decide to increase the weight of the line anyhow you want it, the divider anyhow you want it. I'm going to go to advanced over here, and then I'm going to give it a negative top negative 20 margin. So I'm going to give it negative 20 margin, and then also I'm going to give this one also over here bottom negative 20 margin. Okay, so that it will be a little bit closer. So I'll unlink the paddings over here, and then I'll give the bottom negative 20. Okay, so negative 20, so that it will be something like this. Okay, now that I have it this way, now I'm going to go to I'm going to go to click on this 9 dots over here, and then drag in a text editor widget over here. Okay, so now I'm going to have this text editor widget. Now you can write any text that you want to write. I'm going to style it. I will leave the default text over there because this is just a tutorial, and then I'll place it at a line at the center, and then I'm going to go to the text color, change it to white. Okay, just change it to white, and then I'll go to the typography, also search for Montserrat, and then use Montserrat to the font family type, which is Montserrat. I'm going to use Montserrat because most of the text that we use in this website is Montserrat. And then the size, I'm going to choose 16. Okay, now of course you can play around with the weight. If you want to make it a little bit lighter, you can do so about it. So now I think everything is good for me. I think I'm good to go with the hero session over here. Now I'm going to come and then what populate my my post over here, my blog post over here. Okay, so I want it to be something like like this one over here. I want to have a very nice blog post like like this, arranged nicely like this over here. So I'm going to do it exactly. Now to be able to do that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this RE, okay, this button over here which says RE. That is a Royal Elementor add-on. So I'm going to click on it, and then I'm going to go to to blogs over here. Okay, so just make sure that you click on on blogs. So the blog, I'm going to have different kinds of blogs. Okay, so different kinds of blogs that you can use on your on your website. Now I'm going to go click on the category over here, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on post grade. Okay, so it will give me all the post grade things. Now as you can see, you can have these are the free ones that I can use in the postgrad. Now I'm going to use this one over here. Okay, so the postgrad version 2, that is what I'm going to use, and I'm going to click on insert. Okay, so that is exactly what I want, okay, to use, and then I'll click on insert to insert it. So now as you can see, I have the postgrad will have to populate for me over here. So I have it populated over here for me over here. So now I'll update it, and then I'll refresh the website, because I don't know why it is making this way. So it's kind of like a glitchy thing over here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just refresh it so that the glitch will go away. Okay guys, so as you can see over here, the glitch is gone, and this is how it looks like over here. So of course, if you want it this way, you can just leave it like this, and then you have very nice blog post customized to yourself. But I'm going to go ahead and then redesign the whole blog over here itself. Okay, so that I'm going to have something like like this to my myself. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here and I click on this edit button over here. Okay, the edit tool over here. Now what it will open this edit post grid or slider or carousel for me. Okay, so now I have this post. The source is post, the selection is dynamic, the order is by date, and then the order by is by date, and then the order is descending. Okay, so of course you can do all the other editing that you want to edit with it, but I want to show item on post on the page, as in I just want to show 4. Okay, 4 item on on post and on the page, and then I'll scroll down over here, and then with the filters over here, I want to remove all these filters from there. So first of all, I'll go to the filters, and then I'll go to click on show all filter. I'll say no. Okay, but definitely it's going to leave the uncategorized for me over here. So now I'll work on that one later on, but I think I am good to go with this one. The next one I'm going to do is the pagination over here, and then instead of the load more, I'm going to say use the default one. Okay, so instead of the load more button at the down, I'm going to use the default button over here. So as you can see, I'm going to have something like the older post and then the new post over here. And then also let's go to the layout. Okay, so with the layout, make sure that it is it is equal height. Okay, and then the columns, instead of 3, make it 2. Okay, so that it's going to be 2 columns fitting on the page. Okay, so 2 columns, and then the page will have 4 items fit on it. Okay, so now I'm going to update it, and then I have this one, and then I can style it anyhow I want. Okay, so now that I have this one, now let me also go to let me close the layout, and then let me go to the element over here. Okay, so with the element, I can decide to remove the category. So if I hover on this one, you see that the category is under it. I don't want it. I want to remove it. Okay, so that I just have the post name, just the post name when I hover on it. Okay, and that is exactly what I want. So I'll just update it. So now if I hover on it, you see that I have make your bed. I have the power of positive thinking. Okay, just the post name. Now I'm going to style it. So what I'm going to do is I'm I'm going to first of all go to advanced over here, and then I'm going to what just give a bottom margin of what 90, okay, so that there will be a space at the what at the bottom, okay, so that I wouldn't touch the footer. And then I'll go to style. So now that I have the bottom margin set, I'll go to a style over here to style the whole post itself. So you can give a background color to it, but I'm not going to give any grid background and so on. First of all, what I'm going to go is I'm going to go straight to the filter, okay. So I want to make this filter disappear, okay. So what I'm going to go is I'm going to go to filter over here, and then I'll let me calm down again, and then you see the filter color over here. I'll select it over here, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it transparent, okay, so that nobody will see that particular thing over there. So as you can see, even though you can click on it, but you cannot see, okay. So it is filtered over there, okay, and that is it. Now also with the hover, you can also change it and make it how do you call it, transparent also, so that nothing will be seen, okay. No matter what, nothing will be seen, and that is what I want. Now I will close the filter. I'm going to close the filter over here, and then also come to the grade media, and then the media overlay. So I'm going to go to grade media over here, and then I just need the the border radius. I want to make it 50 all around, okay, so that all the four corners will be this rounded corner. And then I'll do the same thing to the hover. Now if you don't do it to the hover, this is how it's going to be, okay, when somebody would hover on it. But that's not how you want it. All the four corners will be square. That's not how you want it. You still want it to be rounded, okay. So I'm going to give it the same 50 that I gave to the grade media over there. So as you can see over here, when I hover on it, this is how it's going to behave, okay. Now my last one that I'm going to work on is this one over here, the older post, and then the newer post, okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to scroll down to pagination. So I'm going to go to pagination, okay. So let me scroll down to pagination over here. I'll scroll it. I'll open the pagination. Let me just go down, and then the color, I'm going to change the color to this red color over here. And as you can see, now my website is my page is complete. Everything is working perfectly. So if I refresh it, this is how I'm going to if I update it, and then I go and check the post, this is how I'll have it. So I'm going to have something like this, okay. So as you can see, I can go to click over here, and then view page in the new tab over here, and then you're going to see that I have transform my own blog page to how I want it to customize it to how I want it to be, okay. So now after customizing it, we have to show it on the menu over here. So as you can see, this is how it looks like. Everything looks perfectly well, okay, and this is how it looks like. Now after customizing it, we want to show it over here, okay, so that people can click on it and then they see your blog, okay. Now of course we don't want to show this one, okay. We want to show this particular blog, okay, and that is the main reason why I named this one blog post and then name this one blog, so that in case somebody is just dialing the URL or just typing in the URL over here, I said down is just typing the URL over here, the person will just wouldn't even click the person to type in blog post, but the person will just type in blog, okay, your URL/blog, and then it will come over here straight away, okay. So now that I have this one done, I'm going to go to the back end of the website, okay. So I'm going to close this one. I'm going to exit this one. I'm going to click on exit, exit to dashboard, and then I'm going to click on apply, leave. Okay, so now we're going to work on the menu, okay. So the menu is the most important thing, and this one we want to showcase this page at the menu over here. So how do we do it? We go to our WooCommerce appearance over here, and then we're gonna where is it? Yeah, appearance over here. Okay, so hover on appearance, over here, and then click on what menus. Okay, now that we are at the menus page over here, now you realize that I landed on what the footer menu. Now I'm going to change it to what the primary menu. Okay, so I have two menus over there, the footer and the primary. So I want to showcase the thing at the primary menu, so I'll have to select the primary menu. Okay, so I'm selecting the primary menu to make sure that everything I do is the items I will add will be at the what, at the primary menu. So now I have my primary menu. This is my primary menu. So the home, about, library, my account, and then we'll contact. If you go over here, it is the same thing: home, about, library, my account, and then we'll contact. Okay, and that is it. Now I want to add another thing to it. Now remember that this is the blog that we use Elementor to edit. Okay, this is what we want. So we select this one and then click add to menu. Okay, click on this one, which will add it to the menu, and this is the blog that we want. Now we want to add a blog just after the library. Okay, and then we'll click on save menu. Okay, so now our menu is saved successfully. Now if you go to our website and then we refresh it, you realize that our menu our menu item, the blog, will appear at the header over here. Okay, so let's wait and see the outcome of it. Okay guys, so as you can see over here, this is our blog, and then it appears on on our menu, on our header over here. Okay, so now we have it successfully done. Everything is working perfectly for us. If you want to go to the older blogs, you can click over here, and then it will take you to the older blogs, which is the page 2 of it. So as you can see, these are the older blogs. If you want the newer blogs, the newer post, you can click on the newer post, and then it will take you to the new post over here. So guys, thank you for watching, and I hope this video will help you to be able to create your own blog page, customize it the way you want it. Okay, and please don't forget to like this video. Please, if this video helped you, please like it for me, so that YouTube algorithm will pick it up, and then it will show it to people who are also interested in it, in learning something like this. Okay, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification button, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.